I drove from Surrey, BC to Orlando, Florida to my dream job, and this was my fourth day. If you recall, the day previous I drove to Page, Arizona, where I planned to have a day off to visit the beautiful sights. For breakfast, I ate the leftovers from dinner at Birdhouse. I got to my first tour at Dixie's Lower Antelope Canyon tours 45 minutes early and told them about my almost passing out from the day prior, and they gave me a liquid IV and quickly made arrangements for me to get into the canyon earlier than I had booked so that I would be cooler while I was in there. We started our descent into the canyons, and it was actually a short walk and then a couple flights of stairs down. As I walked around, I couldn't believe I was there, and it was truly breathtaking to see. At the end of the tour, the guide did a little demonstration with water in the sand of how the canyons are formed. After the tour, I went to check out Lake Powell and Glen Canyon Dam, and I bought some postcards because I kind of love sending postcards. For brunch, I had a proper breakfast at Miss B's Bistro. There were no eggs or sourdough at the Travelodge breakfast buffet, so I wanted some actual substance. At noon, I was ready for another tour, this time with Antelope Slot Canyon Tours, where I would be visiting the Upper Antelope Canyon with the A-frame. The ride was really bumpy. This second tour consisted of our guide taking pictures of us at all the light beams, which I loved. I'm so bad at posing though, so some of those turned out pretty goofy, but the scenery is still amazing. After my tour, I went to Slackers for dinner, which showed on Google Maps that they were open. However, when I got there was no one to be seen. I also tried Rustic Thistle, and they had staff there, but they were closing for some weird Arizonian siesta, I guess. I ended up back at Birdhouse where I got their salad, and it was so satisfying and yummy. I liked it a lot better than getting just plain chicken. At Travelodge, I enjoyed some leisure time at the pool, and later that day, I raced to Horseshoe Bend to catch the views at sunset. I was considering getting up before sunrise the next day, but then I realized I did not want to do that, and then last minute rushed to see it for sunset. I was so happy to have my favorite electrolyte drink, Electrolyte, in the coconut flavor with me. I got to the lookout point and it was packed, but I weaved through people to get my shot, and it was spectacular. I met some ladies who took some pictures of me. As I reflected on what I had seen this day, I was just thanking God for the fact that I was able to go on this trip. I went to bed around 11 p.m. as I had a lot of driving to do the next day. If you're new here, follow along to see the rest of my road trip and my experience as a Canadian Disney cast member.